Hello, my name is Jim, and I am making a game called Fun Man. This is an update on my progress of Fun Man. Much progress has been made in the past month, but I suppose I'll share the fun things first. I've made some new NPCs, and I've started concentrating more on bosses. Here we have the Candyman, and this is a boss that crawls around and spits candy at you. Candyman also has some minions. I've called them Candy Kids, and they have a variety of different skins that spawn randomly at runtime. I took the Donut Man model I had and just reworked some things and turned them into little Candy Kids. They're a fun addition. I also created a new boss, which I initially called Alien Man, but as I was giving him clothes, I had a plaid texture that I really liked, so now he will be known as Platy. He's Platy the boss. So a few days ago, I was watching a video on YouTube that someone put together where they got a bunch of, for example, animals or bosses or NPCs from Fallout and then put them in an arena and had them fight to see who would win in a fight. And this got me thinking to something that I've been thinking about the entire creation of this game, that there needs to be some kind of easier way for NPCs to be able to identify each other. The way that I'm putting together this game, the enemies, they're very regional, so there's no way that some of them will ever come in contact with other ones, but in the event that they did, which could happen in the future somehow, I needed an easier way to get them to be able to identify each other. And this is where classes come into play. The whole concept of classes was something I've been aware of for a long time, but my brain wasn't ready to learn what it was until rather recently. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful my brain gave me the opportunity to grasp a new concept. So I just deleted a bunch of rambling, nonsensical stuff that was hard to follow, and I'll sum it up very quickly. I created a bunch of character classes for all of my character body 3Ds so far, which were the NPCs, and they extended from NPC, and they all have their own class names, so if I want to identify them directly in code in the future, it'll save me some coding time, blah blah blah. This will save time, and it'll make things easier to keep track of. Onward. So now I need to go back through all of the code that I've made and fix it, which is why the videos haven't been coming fast and furious lately, is because there's been a lot of under the hood stuff, and that's not terribly interesting to watch. But once I got this figured out, I'll be able to make a lot of NPCs really quickly, and they'll all share the same behavior, and that'll be wonderful. I'm in it for the art. I'm not good at the code, but we're figuring it out. The last part of today's adventure has to do with interaction. I get a better grasp of things all the time, and previously I had made a first-person and a third-person interaction system, but I wanted the system to work with both. What we see here is Camperman, and this is the character you control when you're inside the camper and also when you're inside other certain places. And that thing sticking off the top is a raycast. What the raycast does is it hits a trigger, and then that trigger calls one of these resources to show up on the UI and lead you through choices. So I had the ability to make these resources, but I didn't have anything visual that tied everything together, so I knew what linked to what and what had what abilities to do what and when it did it. So I made a tool to do that, and hopefully this will be the tool that makes interactions easy and flow a lot faster. It's got promise. I'm still working on it. I'm looking forward to the future, and this is where conversations will happen, exchanges will happen, and sometimes just descriptions will happen, but this is what will do that. I also figured out the math system to the crafting menu, but unfortunately, since I ran into something with this, I can't open it to show you. But that'll be something for the future, I guess. And that's it for now. I'd like to thank everybody who supports this project. Thank you for watching. I'd like to thank all my Patreon patrons, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, full of fun adventures and wonderful dreams. Thanks again.